we go. It's like an alien. Hey guys. Hi. So I was with my friend in Miami, and it was the last day of our trip there, and we decided we wanted to go to the beach. We had been there for a bachelorette party. We were doing all kinds of other things, but we hadn't got to the beach yet. So we strolled along, and we're trying to find a good spot, you know, like basically somewhere without really hairy guys and children, and like drunk people. Sometimes drunk people at the beach. I don't know why. So we finally found a spot that looked good. We plopped ourselves down, and we kind of like looked around, you know, got familiar with our surroundings, and we saw this big rainbow flag, and we were like, oh, that's cool. This is where we are. And then we looked around a little bit more, and we saw lots of boobies. And we were like, ah, this is also where we are. And so there were like 3 really buxom women sitting in a row. It was like they were from a video. Like each one of them had just like little bikini bottoms on, and like one was pink and one was blue and one was like, you know, buttercup yellow. And they were just like perfect. There was, you know, gravity didn't affect these women. They were just like this, you know, the 2 kind of upturned cereal bowls on their chest. And we were like, this is cool. Wow, we're on South Beach, you know, exciting. And I have to be honest, that morning, like, I'd always kind of thought about going topless, and so that morning when I put my sunscreen on, I like did a whole, you know, I was very thorough, just in case, like, I got the guts, you know. And so we were there, my friend and I, we like set up our stuff, and a couple of other women came along and you know, put their stuff down, and probably like early 30s, mid 30s, you know, young looking. But then one of them, when she opened her mouth, she sounded like she'd been smoking for like 8 years. She was like, yeah, my name is Maria. And I know this because she got on the phone right away, and you know, she called someone and she was like, this is Maria, I'm in South Beach. Yeah, I just wanted to call you to make you jealous. I'm gonna go topless. Actually, I love how the sound reverberates when I do that voice. And so, you know, I was like, wow, this is gonna be some good people watching. And not to mention, like, the guys around, they were all like really buff, and they were wearing all kinds of really interesting fashions, bathing suits. Like one of them was like Disco meets the Muppets, like this kind of furry, purple, sparkly thing that, like, I would be afraid to get wet, you know? And then another one was like walking by, and the front of his suit was, you know, just like black briefs, but then like as he went by, you saw his butt, like you saw his whole butt. It was all lace, entirely lace in the back, like really gutsy. So it was entertaining. And then this Maria character came along, and her friend, and they had like the exact same tits. Like they had gone to the same doctor, and they were like tit twins, you know? And so she takes her top off and she lays it down, and she's like really like erotically massaging the oil into her breath. Like, and you know, people notice, and she knows that people notice. This is like what she lives for, this woman. Yeah. And so as she's doing this, she's saying, you know, my friends ask me like, Maria, why don't you wear sunscreen? And I tell them, I want my tits to be black. And so she's really, you know, having her moments here. And a couple of new guys walk in, and they put their stuff down, and one of them says, you know, like, hey, look at that brunette over there, like with the nice tits. And like in some other world, like I could plausibly be like the brunette with like the nice tits, but here it's like I'm a little boy, you know? Nothing. No kind of viewing in my like entire vicinity. And so like I'm, you know, my friend and I were just like enjoying this whole scene, but we decided, we're like, you know what? It's cool, it's South Beach, we're gonna get topless. And so we do it, and like are invisible, which is fine. It felt nice, you know, I felt I had, you know, the power behind me. And then I hear Maria whisper, kind of whisper, because she can't really whisper with that voice, but she says to her friend these 7 little words that I'll never forget. That's the size I kind of used to be. And you know what? I was laying there, I think I was on my back, right? So that makes you even flatter. And I was like, I am proud, thank you very much. And, you know, I can't judge the level of her intelligence or her personality or whatever from that short period of time that I kind of had this somewhat interaction with her, but I could tell that she would be really useful for one thing, and that would be definitely flotation devices. Thank you.